King Shalya of Madras received news about the impending war. As brother of Pandu's second wife, Madri, he wanted to assist his nephews, the Pandavas. He had already formed a strong friendship with Yudhishthir, and he longed to see him once again. Taking his army, he left to go to Virat. While traveling, Shalya's army occupied an area of 4 square miles. With their flashing armor and bright pennants, they appeared like a moving sea covered with gems. They traveled in slow marches toward Virat, shaking the very earth and sending up massive clouds of dust. Upon hearing that the Madras army was on the move, Duryodhana arranged a regal reception for them along the way. He had places erected in charming spots, well decorated with gems. The Kaurava sent artists for their entertainment and had the best of food and drink laid out for the entire army. Artificial lakes adorned with lotuses and fountains were constructed, with fine seats arranged around them. As Shalya approached each place, he was greeted by thousands of brahmanas who received him with worship and adoration. He was shown to a palace that would have been suitable for the gods. Greeted with honors befitting Indradeva himself, Shalya was indeed pleased, thinking too highly of himself and too little of the king of the gods. Assuming that Yudhishthir had made all these arrangements, he asked his servants, "So, where are Yudhishthir's men? Fetch them, for I would like to reward them." The servants looked surprised. They went over to Duryodhana, who had remained concealed from Shalya, and informed him of everything. When Shalya had become so pleased that he was ready to give away even his life, that is when Duryodhana revealed himself. Bowing before his maternal uncle, the Kaurava prince said, "Oh, Shalya, you are welcome. Please instruct me. What else can I do for you?" Now it was Shalya's turn to be surprised. He embraced Duryodhana and replied, "I am satisfied by your reception. So ask from me whatever you may desire." Duryodhana folded his palms. "Grant me an auspicious boon, O illustrious man. Become a leader in my army." Now Shalya realized he had been tricked, but out of honor he could not refuse Duryodhana's request. So he replied, "It is done. Now, what else do you desire?" "No, I have no other desire. It is done, it is done, it is done." Disappointed that he would now be opposing the Pandavas in the battle, Shalya then said, "O king, O best among men, go back to your capital. Soon you shall see me there. But first, I want to see Yudhishthir. Then I will come and join your army. Yes, you may go, but please return quickly, for I am depending on you. Do not forget your promise." After embracing, the two men parted, and Shalya continued on to Virata. He saw the Pandavas there and was greeted by all of them with respect. They embraced Shalya, and he sat on a beautiful seat. Shalya gazed at his nephews with tear-filled eyes. "Oh, it is so good to see all of you heroes hale and hearty after your exile. How have you passed these last 13 years? Nothing but misery attends one who has lost a kingdom. But now your suffering, brought on by Dhritarashtra's evil son, will end, as you slay your enemies. O Yudhisthira, O great devotee of God, no one has ever seen a trace of greed in your character. Like the Rishi kings of old, you exhibit self-control, forgiveness, truth, nonviolence, and all the other qualities which are so rarely seen in this world. You are mild, generous, religious, and attached to virtue. O chief among kings, it is indeed fortunate that I am able to see you freed at last from your difficulties. Then Shalya told Yudhisthira about his meeting with Duryodhana and his promise to the Kaurava prince. Although Yudhisthira was disappointed, he agreed that it was a point of honor. O king, you have done the right thing by granting such a boon when you were pleased at heart. You had no choice, and I do not criticize you for it. But still, I have a request. You can do us a great favor in the coming war with our cousins. It is well known that you are a charioteer without equal in this world. And I have no doubt that when the final battle takes place between Arjuna and Karna, you will be asked to drive Karna's chariot. So at that time, you should do whatever you can to discourage Karna and take away his energy to fight. Although it is improper to ask this of you, my dear hero, still I ask it out of fear of the Suta's son, Karna. We must by any and all means defeat that evil-minded one. Shalya felt pleased that although he had been forced into fighting for Duryodhana, there was still something he could do for Yudhisthira. The news of the Pandavas' exile had greatly upset him. It was totally outrageous that the Kurus had allowed such a thing even to happen. Why, his brother-in-law Pandu would have been mortified if he had been alive. How could the Kurus expect any good fortune when they injured men of the Pandavas' caliber, and especially when they insulted a woman like Draupadi? Oh, noble-minded Yudhisthira, surely I will do as you ask. I do not doubt that Duryodhana will have me drive Karna's chariot. At that time, I will say those things which are calculated to deprive him of his energy. All the miseries you have endured at Duryodhana and Karna's hands will soon give rise to your happiness. For that is the way of this world, O hero. Do not blame yourself. Everything is under the control of Daiva, supreme destiny. It is the Lord's arrangement only that great personalities like you suffer difficulties. Even the gods themselves are sometimes obliged to suffer. Why, I have heard that even Indra had to endure much misery along with his queen. Yudhisthira asked Shalya to tell the story of how Indra suffered. The Madras king recited the history in detail. Shalya was well known for his wisdom and knowledge, and even Brahmanas would come forward to hear Shalya speak. After speaking with the Pandavas for hours, it was now time for Shalya to depart. Again, Yudhisthira worshipped Shalya with due honor and reminded him of his promise. Assuring Yudhisthira that he would do whatever he could to assist him, Shalya bid the Pandavas farewell and made his way to Hastinapur. Soon after Shalya's departure, Satyaki returned from Dwaraka. He brought with him a huge army consisting of chariots, horsemen, elephants, and infantry. Bearing battle axes, swords, spears, lances, mallets, clubs, maces, and bows of all sorts, the army appeared like clouds with lightning. A full Akshauhini in number, it merged with Yudhishthir's forces like a river entering the sea. And so, one after another, different kings came to the side of Yudhishthir. Drishtaketu, the king of the Chedis, came with another Akshauhini division, as did the king of Magadha, Jayatsena. The two kings, Pandya and Virat, also each supplied an Akshauhini of powerful warriors. Finally, Drupada brought his army, assembled from various countries and led by his two sons, which amounted to 2 full Akshauhinis. So within only a few months, 7 Akshauhinis stood ready at Virata to fight for the Pandavas. Meanwhile, in Hastinapur, various other kings were coming to assist Duryodhana. They amassed 11 Akshauhinis. The soldiers crowded Hastinapur and its surrounding regions so that there was hardly any free space anywhere. Duryodhana had arranged for a vast army of Vaishyas and Sudras, greater in number than even the warriors themselves, just to ensure that the soldiers received sufficient care while they awaited the order to march into the battle. All that remained now to be done was to meet with the Pandavas or their emissaries. And if no agreement could be reached, and certainly Duryodhana was planning on no such agreement, then the war would begin. The Kurus, informed that a messenger was on his way, expectantly waited. Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara, Nanda Kumara Madana Gopala, Madana Gopala Mohana Rupa, Mohana Rupa Nanda Kumara. Jaya Jaya Deva Hari, Jaya Prabhu Dina Dayala Hari, Govinda Hari, Gopala Hari, Gopala Hari, Govinda Hari. Jaya Jaya Deva Hari, Jaya Rama Hari, Jaya Krishna Hari, Jaya Krishna Hari, Jaya Rama Hari, Jaya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Govinda Hari, Gopala Hari, Gopala Hari, Govinda Hari. Jaya Rama Hari, Jaya Krishna Hari, Jaya Krishna Hari, Jaya Rama Hari, Jaya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara,